Everything's looking good. You look good too, baby, and you getting stuffed tonight.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
So I got stood up on a date for the second time. Planned a whole date just to get stood up.
Get unready with me after being stood up. I was actually really excited to go on this date, not gonna lie. Figure I'll just make some food and watch a movie and cry probably a little bit more. The funny part about it too is that I wasn't even the one that asked to go on the date. But I guess instead of sitting here and trying to rehash all the reasons why this may have happened, I'm just going to move on.
I just got stood up for the first time ever. So I was supposed to be meeting up with this guy at a local bakery that I've really been wanting to go to, and he had the idea of going around town and eating a bunch of soft pretzels, because on my Hinge I have this fantastic prompt that answers the question, if I choose the topic, you start the conversation, and my question is, what is the best form of bread? And he said pretzels, or pretzel rolls, and I was like, oh, you're the first person to ever say that. So he suggested we do this pretzel tour. He had a list of places. He was like, I will come up with a scoring system. I was very excited. So we confirmed yesterday. I texted him this morning before I left the house. I showed up. Crickets.
Yeah, this is like embarrassing as hell, but honestly, like, I don't give a damn. I feel like I'm about to be stood up. So I have a date planned with this guy at 6 and it is 5:46 right now. So I was already headed toward his area. He doesn't really, we don't text all day, which is cool with me, but like I FaceTimed him 2 times like 15 minutes ago, just like confirming, because I'm on the way right now. And I haven't heard from him. I did have a missed call from him at 5:16. And so I called him back twice, like 10 minutes later, and I haven't heard from him. I texted him, haven't heard from him. So I just pulled over because I'm not about to keep driving if I don't know I'm about to meet up with you, you know? And it's raining, so I'm gonna wait. I shouldn't even be waiting. I should just go home right now, but I'm gonna wait until 6 o'clock. And if I don't hear from this man, I'm having a night in. I would usually turn this into like a solo date. I say usually. Alright guys, so he's talking about he forgot about this thing he had to go to, so he's asking me if I can meet at 8. Not really. I feel like I feel like that's kind of disrespectful.
I just want a man who just wakes up and says, what you doing today? You got plans tonight? All right. Well, I would love for you to accompany me in some dinner. I would love to take you out. What the so hard about that? I don't think we're understanding as a generation that we're not no little kids anymore. This is how linking up to just go do whatever is high school shit. College shit. Just let's go get this eat and let's just walk around. We are grown. Some people we know have babies. Some people we know are married. Some people have their own place. Some people are doing big things. We are on our way to our 30s. We are nearing 25. And y'all just like, oh, you smoke? Oh, what you want to do? Oh, can you pull up? That's not dating. Y'all not kids. You're a grown man. Ask me out. What the fuck?
I have this theory that I don't think men are serious about dating at all. I don't want to marry you. I don't even want to be your girlfriend. I just want to go somewhere public, have a drink, get to know you, catch the vibe. I don't want to just go over to somebody's house for the first time of meeting them. So I set up 8 different dates with guys, all of which I have been talking to throughout the week. Some of them are from online dating. One of them I met in person, and a couple from Instagram. One of them I met in person, and a couple from Instagram. And Out of those 8 guys who we've been chit-chatting all week about Thursday night and we're going to go on this date, guess how many of them actually messaged me today to confirm the date or anything to do with it? 0. And throughout the week, we had all organised a place that we were going to go and meet, but none of them have messaged me today regarding that. And 3 of them, we were talking today. Don't think it's like my lack of effort or that they're not interested. I think they genuinely just want validation.
It's really getting bad out here for these women. They are big mad that they can't even get a guy to take them out on a real date anymore. It really just sounds like some men are just not all that interested in any of these ladies like that. Because most men, if they are interested in a woman or like them and trying to definitely have sex with them, they will at least try to get them out on a date and try to take things forward from there. These guys was just looking to invite you over to their place for a possible hookup. These men are just not interested in going to a restaurant, spending their money, having dinner with you. And these ladies look like they're over 30, so they should understand how the game go by now.
By 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 will be non-married, no kids, single. So you might say, well, what's wrong with that? If you think that you're gonna genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you.
So there was a study that said 45% of women ages 25 to 44 are going to be single by the year 2030. And you already know that a lot of the guys are gonna have an absolute heyday with this. Just another reason to hate on women. But before that happens, I wanna talk about the reality of that statistic. It actually makes sense because the average age of people getting married for the first time is going up. Life expectancy is going up. The ability to have a child at an older age has grown thanks to science. And just from a mathematical perspective, if every woman between the ages of 25 to 44 got married at the age of 35, that number would be 50%. And this is just yet another tactic to try to scare women into settling for shitty relationships. To me, being single for the rest of my life is actually not something that terrifies me because I am inherently happy with myself. And I'm not willing to jeopardize my peace and my happiness for a simple relationship with a man who does not treat me or love me the way that I love myself.
Can I ask why men don't want to plan dates anymore? So I matched this guy on Hinge on a Saturday night and we had a quick chat before then we went to bed. Sunday morning he texts me and he's like, do you have any plans today? And I say, no, I'm pretty free. So he asked me if I want to get a coffee this afternoon. And he suggested this park near the area in where we live. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna go to the gym and how about we meet after like 3 p.m. He suggests meeting at 5 p.m. so I'm like, sure, that's fine. Gives me more time to get ready. So I give him my number and I'm like, text me nearer the time where you want to meet. Comes 4 p.m, he texts me, where do you want to meet? So I suggested this particular street where all the cafes are. And then he goes, oh, but all the cafes are going to close early because it's Sunday. And I go, well, we could go to a bar. It doesn't have to be a cafe. And then he goes, how about we meet in town? I don't mind. And I'm like, sure, I don't mind. We can meet in town. And then he's like, where do you want to go? I'm like, we can go to a bar. And then it was just this whole back and forth of, I don't mind, you know, I'm easy, it's okay. Like, dude, just pick something.
He should have just told her, hey, meet me at this particular spot. If she would have had said she don't like that particular spot, then fine, you can ask her, do she got any places in mind? And then just move on from there. But all that going back and forth, asking if you like this place, what about this place? I think men and women don't like that. I know I don't like it. I even hate trying to figure out what I'm gonna order on DoorDash. So this man here should have just went ahead and picked the place and closed the deal. And due to the fact that this woman was showing this man a whole lot of high interest, he obviously could have picked any place and she would have been cool with it.
Once you date a man that's obsessed with you, there is no going back. Any man that's nonchalant, you're not sure how he feels about you, no. Like, once you experience what true peace is, it's all you're ever gonna want.
I see a lot more posts about women talking about they want a man that's obsessed with them. And we all know that's a lie. So guys don't fall for it. Like the old saying go, if you treat her like a celebrity, she will treat you like a fan. But check out this video about how when a man wants a woman, he will pursue her to the ends of the earth.
Have I told you the story of my parents' origin? No. My mom was working in London. My dad was living in New York but working in New Jersey, and they met at a Christmas party when my mom was home for Christmas. Struck up a nice conversation. They went on one date in New York City, and then my mom went back to London. And my dad said, "Can I come see you next weekend?"
Oh, wow.
And she was like, "Okay, sure." And he bought a flight, took the red eye on Thursday, arrived Friday morning. They spent the weekend together, gallivanted around London. On Sunday, he flew home. He did that for the next 5 weekends.
Oh my God.
And on the 6th weekend,
Legend.
he proposed.
What?
And they've been married like 36
What?
years.
That is legendary.
We got to keep in mind that his parents met over 30, 40 years ago when women was righteous. So that's why a lot of guys don't even think like that anymore, because the dating market is so corrupt. A lot of these women are telling these men that they want to go on a date to get to know them, and the truth is they want to go on a date just to try out a new restaurant so they can just post it on social media. And a lot of guys have totally got burnt out with the whole taking a woman out on 2 or 3 dates just to make her comfortable enough to invite her over to your place and have sex with her. So I think that's why a lot of guys have given up and are not really looking to date women like that anymore, and I don't blame them. But hey, that's all I got in this video. You guys drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Make sure you guys like the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.